I've been struggling to find a deck I love to play in Pokemon Pocket this season, and today's Crobat Arceus deck is the one that's clicked for me more than anything else. You have powerful rare candy draws where you start cracking for 80 points of damage on your first attack when everything comes together with first evolution advantage, and you have free retreat costs and a bunch of 1-point Pokemon that you can maneuver in and out to finesse your way out of a lot of tight spots like you're going to see in the highlight games today. This deck list felt like the perfect mix of both raw power and the ability to outplay my opponents in key spots, and I left my brain absolutely tickled thinking about all the various things I could be doing to improve or get better outcomes even in the games where I lost. As always, if you enjoy seeing off-meta decks being tested in a competitive environment like this one that pulled me up through Ultra 3, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to not miss anything that we'll be highlighting here. If you love Crobat like myself, smash the button on today's video for the rest of the day. Have fun with this one. Hey Jeff, I've been enjoying the mix of Pocket in the morning and Snap in the afternoon. Good. Breaks the day up a little bit for sure. Alright, we just need a piece of candy to be thoroughly aggressive here. In fact, if we find the candy, we can clear this before it evolves, yeah? Ooh. Okay, and then with that energy there, they're just absolutely cooked, yeah? How do they they're down in energy. I have assembled Tron. I have my three Tron pieces plus an Urza plus a card. Let's just run them down. Good night, Charmander. I suppose, if they evolve this turn, they can't attack with it, but it lives, and then it can kill this next turn with a supporter. We have a lot of draws at assembling second Crobat. You know, is it crazy to put the energy on Shinnok? That's probably crazy. Oh, you know what the line is here? The line is energy, retreat this, tap them for 30. And then we let them kill this, and then this comes up and finishes. Although maybe I should feed them the Shinnok instead of the Zubat. Since I have second Shinnok lined up in hand. That's really my line is right. It's right to retreat the Crobat, but I should be putting the mushroom up, I think, instead of this. Golbat! Golbat! So I'm definitely doing this. And then if I hit them for 50, they go down to 100. And if they Lily, they go up to 160. And then second Crobat plus Arceus hit finishes them, yeah? I'm guaranteed to have my other Crobat next turn, thanks to Shinnok. Wow, they had to retreat themselves, speaking of. I mean, they're still just cooked here, yeah? Yeah. That was sweet game. And that deck very appropriately was torched and had miserable performances and everything after because it wasn't good despite getting exactly first. The Arceus lead is never particularly exciting. Aliba makes it a little bit less bad. You played TCGs other than Magic? I played a bunch of paper Pokemon once upon a time. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was supposed to put the energy on Morlul in case I draw Shinnok. Although I probably want Arceus to take 2 hits before I Aliba it. I think this is a matchup where we probably want to stall a little. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let this just take one more hit here. I think I want to draw another card out of my deck before I reset this. We're gonna start powering up Arceus, but with the Oricorio in the background, these two are probably gonna have to be the ones that do the lifting for us here. We have effectively, what? Like 5 copies of Crobat in the deck. We have 2 Morluls, a Research, and then the actual Crobats themselves. Honestly, Shinnok into Crobat's the best draw, so that way I can finish this with Shinnok to not lose the Crobat. This then's a basic. Okay, and then this is... I don't know. Fairly likely to get us a Crobat, so it won't. Such a bad beat. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna switch this out. How likely was that to get us a Crobat there? There was Shinnok, a Zubat, and 2 Crobats in my deck, so it was 50%. We lost a coin flip. So the plan here is put this up and let it take a hit for a turn. Man, and I needed that to be the Zubat so I could have double Crobat next turn. So I think the game plan here is we go Crobat. I'm gonna go ahead and Cyrus up this. And then clear it with this so we take our point. This was another 50-50 we lost, right? Like, it was exactly Zubat Crobat in our deck. Oh. So they clear this, we put up this, we clear this, and then we have Crobat ready to clear Oricorio and Arceus ready to clear Soul Valley. None of the cards in my hand matter here. Also my deck is tiny, right? I guess they just needed the supporter. I guess this stops me from setting up second Crobat, huh? Dead to Cyrus. But otherwise okay. Pretty happy with our maneuvering here. They typically play one of those, I believe. If they have Sabrina, I need to top deck my Leaf. Giovanni doesn't do it, gamer. You're cooked. Imagine if their Mars had been a Cyrus, they'd get to win this game. Instead of being dead. I think there's a very real chance that I don't end up getting all the way to Master Ball over the next couple of weeks. We'll see though. I suppose I don't know that I'm gonna be brewing that much more in this metagame. So if we stop brewing and mostly play decks like this that I like that are good, you might be able to sneak up in there still. I made Ultra Ball 1 for the 5th time today and decided I'm done with ranked this season. Absolutely a smart choice. The number one thing to remember is that the US dollar value and extra currency you get between being Ultra 1 and being being Master Ball is like $2 worth of currency. So if you aren't having fun with it, you absolutely should not be grinding it. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Oh, they have candy, so maybe I didn't mess up. Oh, it's Incineroar candy. I think I should have put my energy here or here last turn. I think I want to keep this around to draw cards. Oh, I should have put the energy on here last turn, so this way I could have cleared the Charmander this turn with the Crobat attack. Because now it gets to live. So I put the energy on the Arceus. So let's draw a Pokemon. I'll put this here. I'm gonna put this here, I think. I'm gonna switch to Shinnok. Crack them for 30. Yeah, missing on the Zubat here is really unfortunate with the Candy Crobat in hand. If they just Fire Fang me here, though, I need to find a basic. If I find a basic, the Arceus clears this, and then we're in an okay spot. I have a draw plus a Shinnok trigger to draw a basic. Does the Golbat draw me? This is guaranteed to get me a basic. I think it does. Yeah. This is Crobat, Arceus are the only ones left in my deck. God, that's so unlucky that I keep missing on this stupid thing. I have to play it out, right? Because I'm not doing enough damage to clear this otherwise. That's so frustrating. I just lost every coin flip with this deck today. We might still be in any spot. If they have Charizard Lily, they could get us here. That bodes well for the home team. They should be cooked once they do that, yeah? Yeah, cool. Hey, Roll, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Okay, we have Candy and we have Shinnok with the Morlul here. So Shinnok could draw us a specific Pokemon, a random Pokemon out of our deck, which there are. We currently have a second Shinnok, a Golbat, an Arceus, and 2 Crobats. So this Shinnok will be 40% to draw us Crobat. And then obviously we could draw it organically, or we could hit a Professor's Research to draw into it as well. And if we hit the Crobat, we actually get to kill their Morlul here. Don't even need it. Now the real question will be, can we... Do they have the Candy? Because if they have Candy as well, their Tron's gonna beat our Tron, unfortunately. But if they don't have it, the game ends very quickly. Okay. Look at our opponent being slightly unlucky. You love to see it. A little bit punished for playing the other Morlul out here, I suppose. I would have liked to have had room for Zubat. Not that we drew it. And I think we go ahead and throw a Shinnok under the bus here, yeah? This is taking 50 less from attacks anyways. And Crobat's ability will cut through here regardless. This only prevents 50 damage from attacks. This is not an attack. Oh, they don't have it. That's exciting. This person is so unlucky. I think we're out after that, yeah? I could have killed this with this, but I think I don't want to. I'm gonna have to kill the back Solgaleo anyways. Oh wait, this is a retreat cost 2 actually. That was a retreat cost 1. And I guess we'll put an energy on there. I was like, why are these lighting up? I can't attack or retreat. I can illuminate, technically. I assume they have the candy. This technically means I can't retreat on board next turn. I think I clear this just for the sake of not needing to deal with them shuffling Solgaleos. Obviously it's hurt, but it'll still get bigger otherwise. So I can only deal 160 here, yeah? Not quite enough for lethal, so I think I put the Shinnoctic up. We'll go Zubat, Energy, 30 you, Gentle Slap you. And then even if they have a Lily next turn, we have them dead with the other basic, and we can candy into Crobat, so we're beating like Lily plus Cape. Few ways to eat this Rhesus. When a plan comes together, two awkward draws into each other again. Arceus not drawing base is trend. I mean, that was, we didn't draw base 6 and we didn't draw Crobat, yeah. Whole big old range of stuff we could have had that would have been reasonable. I wish Mimikyu was a little bit better. This was such a fun thing to do in the previous expansion. Baby bat. Baby bat. I think we've lost every Pokeball 50-50 we've had during this set. There's been a lot of them. You tried being luckier. It's a good suggestion, honestly. At this point, I'd burn the deck out of spite. I've got 7 more points, then we're gonna pivot off, I think. Our opponents have run a little bit below average too, has been our saving grace. Like, our draws haven't been good, but like theirs have also been pretty mediocre. So there's a baby bat, 1 turn late. I'm gonna leave this other bench slot open, because I think with if we draw Shinnok, we could definitely get 2 stage 2s going. Nifty Weasel, thank you for the 14 months and the 6 months in advance. I plan to be here. Thanks for keeping me around. Sure? Question mark? Piece of candy. They have Lucamine. Buzzwole could clear Crobat, but then Arceus hits Buzzwole. Cape doesn't change any of our breakpoints here. Maybe in combination with Erica it does long term. Erica's still only 210, which is less than hitting for 130 twice. Most of these decks don't have room to play copies of red. Obviously not impossible though. Zubat is lovely. If they swap to the Celesteela with the Rocky helmet on it, I can't attack. Why would they switch to that one? Okay. And the plan here is top deck Cyrus at some point. With the other Crobat building up, we could one-shot a Buzzwole. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, Arceus, you live to fight another day. You've earned some points. You have more to spew. What's been my favorite deck this set? Probably this one, honestly. I've kind of struggled to find something I really like playing. The play patterns from this expansion haven't been particularly compelling. Rare Candy's been a tough one for Pocket in general. I really wish they would have waited to go to that level of power creep. In any card game, there's always going to be cards you can't beat, like that last one where we couldn't beat Lusamine or Sabrina or Cyrus, but the addition of rare candy to the game has made cards I can't beat start to happen on, like, the second turn of the game, as opposed to, like, on turn 8 or 9. I feel like Pocket's creeping into that. The bigger the card pool, the fewer cards there are that are playable stage. Yeah, I think that's unfortunately a little bit accurate. Do I retreat this Morlul to make Shinnoctic be a live draw still? Or do I keep both Zubats? I think they're gonna leaf out next turn. It's so close. Ooh, no leaf is really good for us. Rewarded for not aggressively using my leaf. For people who aren't familiar with me, because I know Pocket has brought in some new audience here. I've been playing card games for a couple of decades now. I played Magic the Gathering very competitively for a number of years, top 8'd dozens of tournaments with hundreds and in some cases even thousands of players. This is very far from my first rodeo, so to speak. Do I want to take a knockout here? I kind of like getting rid of their... Lusamine target. So, I technically held the title for most SCG Open top 8s without a win. But the asterisk next to that is I took first in a couple of tournaments that had like 200 and 300 players in them, which were bigger than some of the earlier SCG Opens that existed. United Brave Buddies, only if they have red, which is kind of unlikely. Red's not super common in their deck. Yeah, the SCG tour doesn't exist anymore, is accurate. How do we feel about Elibaing here? I think I'm kind of into it, because I need the Arceus. I need the Arceus. So I think the play is throw this up to put it under the bus. And then I'll put an energy here. And then we can chew this out with the Crobat and then eventually finish on the Arceus into the Silvally. Always put the free retreat cost Pokemon up. So it reserves our right to change our mind later. What do we think of cutting, linking, but not attacking this turn? So that way, by the time they clear me, I have energy on Arceus. And not attacking this turn means if I top deck Candy next turn, I can clear this without taking the Rocky Helmet hit. I think I'm into that. Yeah, Giovanni's a potentially scary hit here. It's a shame I don't have my other Morlul. Yeah, if they Geo me, I'm a little bit sad. Lusamine. Lusamine doesn't do it. And they didn't have Geo last turn, so I think it's probably safe to assume they don't have it this turn, right? Do I could Cunning Link and just retreat and put up Zubat. I think Cyrus is more likely than Geo, though, yeah? Agree or disagree? Retreating dies to Cyrus, and attacking loses to Geo. And they've showed us they haven't had Geo up until this point. No, I think retreating is bad because they've had other opportunities for Geo to be good and they haven't played it. So I think Cyrus is more likely than Giovanni in this instance, so I'm going to choose to play around Cyrus. And obviously they could top deck it, or they could have been sandbagging it, but I think based on their play patterns so far, I'm going to assume they don't have the Geo. This deck generates such close, interesting games. It's definitely my favorite thing this season. Just so many good choices and reads to make.